Jacob, who fled from his brother Esau 1930 BC. The 152nd year of the covenant of the Torah at 136 years old, Jacob at 76 years old. Jacob left Beersheba as a fugitive and headed towards Haran. He arrived at a place called Luz and spent the night there. Because the sun had set, Jacob took a stone as a pillow and lay down. The stone was used as a pillow with the ground as a bed, signifying the fate of a refugee who was alone. The stone was likely somewhat large, as it would later be used as a pillar. Another interpretation suggests that Jacob didn't use the stone as a pillow but as protection behind his head. That night, Jacob received an honor through a special connection with God, a vision or dream about angels ascending and descending a ladder that reached to heaven. The account of Jacob's dream, the ladder connecting heaven and earth, Jacob's ladder, Hebrew SULAM YA'AQOV, became a very famous story.
And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven, and behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. Genesis 28-12.
There's a difference in the interpretation of the word sulam, with some suggesting that what Jacob saw wasn't a wooden ladder, but a stone staircase stairway. See the Nive translation. The noun sulam is derived from the verb salul, meaning to ascend or go up. The verb salul is seen as indicating a construction of a stone stack, a sloping path connecting heaven and earth. In the Babylonian world, people erected tall towers reaching to heaven. The story of the Tower of Babel in Genesis 11-4a has a bridge between heaven and earth. In verse 12, it's also written, "The angels of God were ascending and descending the ladder." If there's a ladder for going up and down, it can be assumed that the angels didn't have wings. The story of Jacob's ladder, SULAM YA'AQOV, in Jewish tradition can be examined through Gematria. The Hebrew word sulam, meaning ladder, has a numeric value as follows: samekh equals 60, lamed equals 30, mem equals 40 total, 130. Now let's look at the Hebrew word for Sinai. Hebrew Sinai, which has the same numeric value, even though it consists of different letters. Yod equals 10, Nun equals 50, Yod equals 10 total, 130. Therefore, one interpretation of Jacob's ladder, SULAM YA'AQOV, can be connected to the giving of the Torah to the children of Israel on Mount Sinai.
And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. Exodus 31-18.
From this understanding, we can grasp the relationship and topology between Jacob's ladder, SULAM YA'AQOV, and the law of the Torah for the people of Israel. 1. Jacob's ladder, Hebrew SULAM YA'AQOV, is a symbol of God's providence. Through this providence, a continuous connection is maintained between heaven and earth. Heaven's designs are carried out on earth, and all actions and affairs on earth are known in heaven and judged there. God, the sustainer, carries out his work gradually, step by step. The angels are serving spirits, fulfilling all the purposes and plans of God, the sustainer. They are diligent, constantly ascending and descending. They do not rest day or night from their service according to the tasks assigned to them. They ascend to report what they have done and to receive orders, then descend to carry out the received orders. This vision provides timely and reassuring comfort to Jacob, informing him that he has a good guide and guardian when he goes in and out. 2. Jacob's ladder, Hebrew SULAM YA'AQOV, is a symbol of Christ's mediation antitype. Christ, he is this ladder, the bottom of the ladder on earth in his human nature, and the top of the ladder in heaven in his divine nature, or on earth in his humility, and in heaven in his glory. All relationships between heaven and earth since the fall of man are conducted through this ladder. Christ is the way all the goodness of God comes to us, and all our service reaches him through Christ. When God dwells with us and we with him, it happens through Christ. We have no other way to enter heaven except through this ladder. God shows Jacob that he will be the same God to him as he has been to Abraham and Isaac. Jacob is here confirmed as the heir to the covenant. 1. The land of Canaan is established to be his, the land on which you lie. 2. Descendants in great number. God promises Jacob that his descendants will be as numerous as the dust of the earth. These are the blessings his father spoke to him, Genesis 18:3-4. And God here confirms them. 3. Added to this is the promise that the Messiah will come from his descendants. Through Jacob, the promised Messiah, Genesis 3:15, will be born, and through him all nations on earth will be blessed. Christ is a great blessing to the world. When Jesus Christ came into the world, he brought the new law, the law of love, fulfilling the Torah law that had been received earlier by the people of Israel, detailed in 613 commandments. Here, we see the connection between Jacob's ladder and the Torah law, which was later fulfilled by the law of Christ. By obeying the law of love, all that is written in the Torah law is automatically fulfilled. Notice this verse.
Owe no man anything, but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. Romans 13:8.
And notice that Jesus himself said things that show the relationship between the text intertextuality regarding the topology of the vision of Jacob's ladder experienced by Jacob in the past with himself.
And he saith unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto you, hereafter ye shall see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. John 1:51.
That the ladder is himself. Jesus Christ is the Shar Hashemayim, the gate to heaven. In connection with this text, the Lord Jesus says that he is the door, the entrance to heaven prosagiga. Salvation is only through him, for in him, God has embraced humanity to come to him.
I am the door. By me if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. John 10:9.